Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my NBA playoff picks for April 22nd, 2025. Super excited to bring you these picks. We went 3-4 yesterday on our player props and 0-1 on our best bets. So we really did well. We almost cashed Norman Powell. He came up a little bit short, but it was a good run. Our hammer play cashed easily with Jalen Brunson. So thank you all you guys for watching the show. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I did a little exercise a couple weeks ago where I was trying to figure out what people are watching. So I'm gonna try it again. So in the comment section, if you are here for player props, put one. If you're here for best bets, put two. I'm trying to get an idea. I'm still gonna do player props and best bets for this show. I have four player props and one best bet, so it's a decent sized show. And I have really good data to back up all my picks today. Remember, there's not a pick that I make that I don't bet myself. So every single pick, I put my money where my mouth is, literally. So 100% transparent as well as you'll see. I've been keeping my stats all year long. I've been your tour guide throughout the NBA season. Now it's the NBA playoffs. Should have a show every single day. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at our stats for this season. We're at 52% overall, 51% as our hammer play, and our best bets is sitting at 57%. You see, there's been a lot of bets made here on the show, and I'm keeping 100% tallies. Some people don't do that. I mean, they have their reasons, but I don't mind showing how I'm doing, and I don't mind updating my viewers so they know exactly what they are getting. So, our first pick of the show is going to be my hammer play. And I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The thing I like about Anthony Edwards is he didn't have a great game last time versus the Lakers. Below average shooting. He still always has a high usage rate. I expect a closer game. The Lakers give a better fight. In fact, I think the Wolves will be playing from behind, which Anthony Edwards usually plays really well in those situations. Also, he only shot 36%, as I mentioned earlier, but you can tell the ball always finds him, even in a bad shooting game. I see him getting a little bit more aggressive, only shooting two free throws as well. You see the season average is 38, last three games 37, PRA projection is 37. Um, I like him over 36.5 PRA. I like him at this number. I love him at this number. If it gets to 37, I don't love it as much. You see the projections is kind of tight, but I do like him at this number for this game versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Second pick is going to be LeBron James of the Lakers. Like I mentioned earlier, this game should be a lot closer. He logged 36 minutes, even in a game that was kind of out of touch a lot. He still got 18 shot attempts. I expect 20 in this game at least. He'll be a lot more aggressive in this game, getting to the basket. Only shot 1 for 5 from the three-point line. Believe it or not, even though earlier in his career, people would complain about LeBron James shooting. He's become a lot better three-point shooter. I expect a higher percentage from there. He has not hit this number in five of his last games, so he's 0-5 in his last five games, and it doesn't mean everything. Some people just look on Prize Picks and see that he hasn't hit in five games. This is a bounce back spot. This number is a little lower than what we've been getting him at as well. Watch for it to maybe even creep down even more, but I like his over 38.5 PRA, a bounce back spot for LeBron James, as the Lakers will be trying to come back and win this game. Look at Minnesota to spend a lot of attention on Luka, which should leave LeBron, believe it or not, open a lot in this game. Next guy is Benedict Mathurin of Indiana. He's coming off a bad shooting game and still was able to get 19 PRA. 25 plus minutes is expected. He's only hit this number in 1 out of 5 games. So this is another bounce back spot, but we're getting him at a super discount. Season average is at 23. The last three games is at 22. PRA projection is 22. So we're getting a huge discount. You see he's in the 20s on all three major categories, but his number is super low, probably due to him struggling a little bit. I see this game being a lot closer again than the last game. No blowouts in this week. I expect him to go over 19.5 PRA and shoot a lot better than he did in his last game. Last player prop is Isaiah Hartenstein. And this is a guy that played well, but didn't have to play a lot. He only played 21 minutes, although he's averaging 27 minutes in this season. Uh, Great rebounder, a solid finisher. He's going to also get some assists. He played really well for the Knicks last year in the playoffs. I see something similar. Although a lot of people are picking a blowout, I do expect the Grizzlies to keep it a little tighter, at least for a little bit longer. He had a great game, only played 21 minutes, as I said, but still managed to get 27 PRA in those few 21 minutes. This is a good matchup for him as he's guarding a lot. Times he's guarding Triple J, who likes to be on the perimeter. He's also getting Edie. Matched up with Edie, which is good for rebounding because Edie's going to stay around the basket. He can't get every defensive rebound while Jackson Jr. stays on the three-point line, which kind of causes a less rebounding opportunities. Guarding Edie allows him to be around the basket a lot more. So I do like his over 22.5 PRA. They got a couple goblins out there right now. I believe this number is going to come out around that number. I'd still like him up to 24, but I wouldn't want to go with that. 22, 21 would be a really good number for Isaiah Hartenstein. Now for today's best bets. Once again, going back to the previous show, I'm going with the Wolves versus the Lakers. I expect a better offensive showing from both teams, even though Minnesota played really well offensively. For there were times when they kind of went on lulls and didn't play so well. I expect the Lakers to come out, foot on the pedal, ready to go, pushing the pace, playing at a higher pace. I think the Lakers are realizing, even though they're the older team, they must push the pace. Also, watching Minnesota play, I saw the coach tell, Anthony Edwards, Conley, whoever was bringing the ball up the court, let's speed this pace up. They want to try to play the Lakers fast because they feel like they're the younger team, which is the truth. Now, the Lakers, for one game at least, I think they'll be able to push the pace as well, as setting up in the half court offense is not going to work versus the Wolves. So I do like this over 210. It's not 1995. I think this number is too low for today's NBA game, especially with two teams that, struggle in the half court against each other. So I think they know they're going to get out and run a little bit. Now for our recap, I like Anthony Edwards over 36.5. I like LeBron James over 38.5 PRA, Mathurin over 19.5, and Hartenstein over 22.5 PRA. Of course, help me grow. Have this. I appreciate all the new subscribers that came in today, and go ahead and join the prop market. We are doing so much here, here in the NBA playoffs. Every single day there will be a show. So, the way you can show your gratitude is by subscribing, is by hitting the like button, is by commenting. Once again, it's free. I did ask you guys to comment. So, a one, if you do bet only player props. Two, if you bet best bets, which is like the spread or totals. And then, of course, if you do both, put one and two. So I'm just asking for that for this show, just to kind of get an idea. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. Four great picks. I'm looking to go 4-0 today. I'm looking to actually go 5-0 with our best bets. We definitely need to bounce back on our best bets. But I appreciate you watching. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, put the notifications on so you don't miss any of these shows throughout the NBA playoffs. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.